Today's 938 day that I'm sharing lessons to learn. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about lacking or enough. Having enough or lacking. I think that this is a topic very, very deep, and I think that we need to understand why it's so important to understand what you're lacking and what you have enough. And I think that it just show up in so many different places that having enough. Because if you are under the water and you're lacking air, what do you think about? All the time thinking about just getting air. If you're lacking money, all the time what you're thinking about? How to get more money. If you're lacking food, you all is that you're dreaming about food. If you're lacking water, all the thing about is water. So that means if we're lacking too much, we'll all the time we'll think about the things that we want without really thinking that we're losing on other things. Because if we're thinking about money all the time, we're potentially missing all the things that's going great up around our lives. Or sometimes we want to focus on the problem and really we forget how to focus on the solution, and we do not get out of our situation because we always think about the problem. We always think about that lack. We don't really actually do the things necessary to get out of lack. So I think that today I will speak about multiple things, but today I will scratch the topic, and I hope that I will speak a little bit more in the future about it, just to when I will get more understanding about lack and having enough. So when I think about how to know when you are having enough and how or are you lacking and when you have enough. So first thing is that we need to understand that it's great to have standards. We great to have goals. So the higher standards you have, you're able to understand, okay, this is my standard and this is what I have. This is my standard, this is where I am. So that means that I need to increase that could be to my standard. And now it's based on your standards, based on your goals. So that means that, let's say that confidence, and you want to be 10 of 10 of confidence in that skill or whatever skill, that means that, okay, if you are a 3 and your goal is like 7 and 8, that means you're lacking in confidence. That means you will look for ways how you can improve it to make sure that you get into another level, that you're able to reach that, what is important. Number 2, so that is very important within like enough, lacking or enough, having enough, is that self-awareness. It's almost impossible to know if you have enough or you lack if you're not self-aware. So building self-awareness is essential to understand what you're lacking and what you have enough. Number 3 is that a lot of times we're able to ask for feedback. Feedback from others will allow maybe what we're lacking and what we have enough. So that means, what do you feel I'm great at? What do you believe that I am strong with? So you understand your strengths, your weaknesses, so weaknesses. Because a lot of times, maybe something that you're lacking, you don't need to focus on. And you need to focus on your strengths. Maybe what you're lacking, you need to find a person who will cover your lack. It might be some kind of skill set, some kind of thing that you do not want to work or that you don't want to develop. So awareness and then of course feedback could allow you to make better decisions. And I'll probably share later on what kind of benefits you are getting based on understanding what you're lacking and what you have enough. Number 4 is comparison. Now, we understand that comparison is the thief of the joy, but that means that but you still need to compare ourselves once in a while, once a year, once a quarter, just understand where we stand comparing to others. Because we always need to compare ourselves with yesterday, just to make sure that we're able to improve and really get better every single day, every single week, every single month, and every single decade. But be able to really have that standards, understanding where people are based on you right now, and then of course after to be able to improve. So when you compare yourself with other people's standards, where they are, that allows you to have a baseline, what you're able to achieve later on. Number 5 is assessing progress. That's a beautiful thing. That means that, okay, what kind of progress did I have over the period? Maybe what kind of progress I had last year. And you can say that if I didn't receive progress, what it means? It means that I might be then lacking at something. If I had massive results, massive progress, maybe I have enough of everything that really allows for me to achieve. So that means lack of progress could show that you are lacking in some area of your life, in some kind of skill set, in some kind of knowledge, some kind of wisdom. Of course, that could allow to make better choices. Number 6 is a balance and well-being. That means we able to really consider what kind of life you have. Do you have a well-being taken care of? Do you have great emotions? Because we able to really understand that if we have great emotions in place, it might be that we have enough. But if we are not emotionally well, that means that a lot of times it's that we just not have enough and we are lacking. So this emotional state will dictate to understand, okay, maybe I'm lacking or maybe have enough. So emotional state will dictate how much do you have of the things that you really important for you. I think the number 7 is one of the important things as well. That is that we're able to continuously improve. Continuously improve. So that means if you're lacking, you're able to get more. If you have enough, you still are able to have more. And I think that a lot of times, what kind of standard you have for set for yourself? Because if you want to be a great leader, maybe you said that I want to be 5 of 10 leader. So that means that even though that you said it enough, maybe you're able to grow to 6, 7, 8. Just make sure that you're able to really develop yourself, to improve yourself all the time. And now I really would love to focus on really the benefits. What are the benefits of knowing or being aware of the things that you lack and the things that you have enough? And number 1 is contentment and fulfillment. When you know that there is something that you are having enough, you're much more fulfilled. Because when you have this scarcity and you do not have awareness and you question, is it enough or not? You're still always pursuing something. And we pursue for no reason because you already have enough. So when you know that you have enough, no matter what it is, that means that you still are able to pursue, improve, get better, make more money. But you know that it doesn't matter what happens, you have enough. And that, of course, brings massive joy, massive fulfillment. Number 2, that is very important, is better decision making. I think that that's just knowing that what you are lacking and what you have enough will allow to make better decisions, because you know that at some point you are very strong, so you are able to make decisions based on, okay, how I'm able to improve, how I'm able to solve this problem. So if I'm lacking this one area, who I could bring to solve that? And if I'm strong in this one, I have strengths in this one, maybe I'm able to really elevate myself even more just to get even more results. So that this better decision making, because it will be really enabling yourself to allocate your resources in the most productive way. Number 3 is reduces stress and anxiety. This is massive, because we have stress and anxiety a lot of times because we just not aware what will happen in the future. And a lot of times is that we have anxiety because we will not know how we perform. But when we know that we have the things required, we have enough of things that will required in the future, we stop have anxiety. Because anxiety comes from the fear of the future, of unknown. So when you know that you have enough already, you know what you're lacking, and you're able to cover with other people, with other things, of course it reduces the stress and anxiety. Number 4 is improved relationship. That means it's recognizing that you have enough and you're able to foster relationships, and you make sure that you're able to really have that abundance mindset. Because have enough is a lot of times having that abundance mindset, because it's a scarcity mindset or abundance mindset. I think that when we're able to really say that, okay, I have abundance mindset in everything what I do, in money, in relationships, that allows to have better relationships because you have a better attitude and you have a better connection, better emotion connection with people, that you really want to show that I have enough. I have abundance of this relation and I have a great attitude. Number 5 is personal growth. That is probably like self-awareness and understanding what you are good at and what you are bad at. It allows you to improve. And now, of course, it's your choice of this. Should I focus on things I'm lacking, or should I focus on the things that I have enough? Because sometimes it's just better to build what you already have to something as magnificent, rather than focusing on the other things that you're lacking, and you will never be able to fulfill anything, especially with weaknesses. With weaknesses, that's people who focus on weaknesses, they are just average. But people who focus on strengths, they're able to become exceptional. And that's why I think that's very important, because personal growth is about really becoming exceptional. But if you focus on the weaknesses, you become average. But if you focus on strengths, you become exceptional. So knowing what you have enough and when you're lacking will dictate are you become exceptional or you become average. And I think this is, I think, that is a very, very essential topic to understand. Is like what kind of things are you lacking, because we need to focus on the strengths. Number 6 is financial management. That means when you understand, okay, that's when you have enough. Because when you set your goals, financial goals, you know exactly how much is enough, what you're trying to achieve. Because you know how much you achieve, you're able to really create goals, so actionable goals that you're able to pursue. If you do not have goals, it's very, very hard. So that means that's sometimes we say that, okay, we have a massive goal and we always lack it. And sometimes when you say, okay, I know how much I need, and so you figure out maybe that amount is smaller than you thought. And now you know that you have more than enough. Maybe you will figure out that you have a bigger goal and you need more than expected. And then also get that you are lacking and you will pursue more just to make sure that you're able to achieve your financial goals and increase your income, just to make sure that you're able to achieve your standard of financial. And the number 7, last one that I want to mention, the benefit of understanding of what you're lacking and what you have enough, is increased gratitude and mindfulness. It means that when you know exactly what you're lacking, when you know what you are good at, you are able to be much more present, because you're not so much in your head trying to figure things out. But when you're really working towards understanding what you have enough, you're becoming so much more grateful, because what you appreciates. When you know what you have enough and you appreciate what you have, that will appreciate. Now, when we lack and then focus on the lack, I think that a lot of times we understand, okay, we do not get anything more if you complain about the things that we lack. Because there is a huge difference, because a lot of times we have a lot of things, and we have a lot of things that we have enough. But at the same time, we lack a lot of things. So at the same time, present moment, we have a lot of things and then more than enough. And we have a lot of things that we're lacking. And your decision, what to focus on, will dictate what kind of actions you take and what kind of results you're getting. Because if you focus on a lack, what you're lacking, you will not get massive results. You will be average. But if you focus on the things that you already have and you develop and stack and you have that massive foundation, you will achieve exceptional results. I truly believe it. And that's, I think, that's being able to understand what you lack and what you have more than enough. What is your weaknesses? What is your strength? What is abundance? What is scarcity? And really focusing on one side, that is a positive side, it really dictates the better decisions in life. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.